There was a time when my to-do lists and my hacks and tricks as a coach really just weren't working for me. It was last spring, and I was on the floor in my kitchen, a mess in terms of feeling overwhelmed, feeling anxious. I had this deep sense of anxiety behind my heart. Nothing was working for me. And I know all of the tips and tricks as a coach. This is the kind of thing that I work with my clients all of the time, but the things that I was doing just weren't working. And it got to the point where I realized I've got to do something a bit different if I'm going to make this work, if I'm going to get through this moment in this season. And so I sat for a moment and I wrote down all of the things that I felt like I was responsible for at that very moment. It was everything from getting the kids out the door, school lunches and preparation, sort of daily things, to big things like how we were going to tackle this particular house project, needing to plan my mom's birthday party coming up. It was pages and pages of things. And I took pictures of it and I sent it to my husband. And I said, hey, I don't know if you know this, but this is what's on my mind right now. And I'm feeling overwhelmed by it. And I remember that text back from him and he just went, whoa, I had no idea. I was like, yeah, you don't have any idea what I'm going through at the moment, because women tend to carry this mental load so much more than men do. That was a breaking point for me though, when I got to the point where I wrote it all down so my mind could see the things that I was thinking about. And it was like, no wonder you're feeling overwhelmed and anxious. You've got pages of things you're trying to do on your own. What I ended up doing is my husband looked at that list. We sat down together and he said, I'm going to take this thing, I'm going to take this thing, I'm going to take this thing, and I'm going to take this thing. And thank goodness I have a partner that does that. I know not everybody does. Just the act of sharing the load with someone else and together deciding, what is he going to do? What are we going to get rid of altogether? This is just not the time to even think about these things, letting it go and or delaying it for later. It made all the difference in that moment. And I was able to actually start to pick myself up, make a plan for the things that needed to get done, and letting go of the things that really did not need to get done.